Hey everybody, First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Quick weather update today because we actually have some weather to talk about. We've got some pretty heavy rain and the potential for maybe some strong thunderstorms, though I would say the heavy rain threat is by far our biggest issue that we're going to deal with later today and tonight. Let me show you the wider view. What you're looking at here is the current radar as well as the severe weather outlook. So I'm going to pause this. We'll go out into the future here in a second. Let me pause this at the last frame. And you can see we've got this big cluster of thunderstorms back to the west. This is actually associated with a big area of rain that's along this stalled front. What's going to happen is we're going to see basically this front start to buckle back to the north as a warm front at some point pushing up in this direction. So that moisture is going to be heading our way. You also see the area where there is a low-end risk for severe storms. I'm actually going to turn off the radar just to show you the orange area, the medium threat. The yellow area is the low threat for severe storms. So you see areas like in Columbia, down to Myrtle Beach just about, then all the way down to, not Charleston, but down to about Augusta, then up to Greenville, Spartanburg, and back into the upstate of South Carolina. So let me show you what this is going to look like once we see the heavy rain move in, because this is the heavy rain outlook or the excessive flood outlook as well. You can see we're actually in the medium threat there for flash flooding in the area in yellow, and a high risk back here towards northern Georgia, southwestern North Carolina, and parts of northern Alabama. So potential there, we're going to see probably some flash flooding somewhere in here, especially the mountains areas, because I expect that heavy rain to be coming in from the south and the west. So let's look at futurecast. We'll go back here. I'm going to stop this for a second, and we'll show you a futurecast out into the next 24 hours. So let's look at the futurecast of how this is going to unfold today. What's going to help us out is we're probably going to be on the cool side of this front, so we're not looking at a lot of severe storms, at least initially. It's all going to be depending on how close this front gets to us, because as this front moves up from the south, we're actually going to see that potential for some stronger storms moving in with the warmer air. So if we stay wedged in with cool air, we're probably looking at more just what we call elevated thunderstorms, and that's primarily going to be just a lot of loud thunder and lightning with heavy rain and not the severe weather threat. But we'll be watching that boundary carefully, because especially as we get towards this afternoon, we're going to go towards about 5 o'clock. You can see the batch of very heavy rain. I mean, this is going to be coming down like cats and dogs this afternoon. So just plan on some really heavy rain this afternoon. As we go into the overnight hours, there's going to be another wave of rain that moves in. You can see this is about 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Now, nothing on this really screams severe weather, but it does show a lot of very heavy rain that's going to be moving in between now and about 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So two distinct waves, I think. This first wave, I'll go back here, is going to be this afternoon, right about here, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. And then you can see that next wave coming in between 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So two very heavy bands of rain moving in, and the potential that we're going to see possibly some flash flooding. To me, that seems to be the biggest concern right now. So let's look at some of the potential rainfall amounts that we could see with this. So I'm going to start this this morning. We'll go into the afternoon hours, into tonight, and we'll go into early Wednesday. And I'll stop this about 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. You can see this swath of 2 to 3 inches right here along I-85. So those would be the areas of highest concern for flash flooding. Again, severe weather threat is not zero, as we like to say in this case, but the potential for some strong thunderstorms this afternoon, certainly a distinct possibility. I'm going to go back to that outlook one more time for everybody to see that, just so you guys have a good idea. We'll turn off the radar there. So our highest threat back here in the Tennessee Valley, but again, a small risk moving into the Carolinas. Of course, we'll have updates throughout the afternoon and tonight at 4, 5, and 6 on